In the marketing and sales portion of the exam, you'll be asked to develop sales strategies and identify what defines a successful sale. You'll also be asked to analyze cost and benefits of finding customers. You will also be tested on communication types and customer retention. Let's start off by looking at sales. Remember, a calculator is available during the exam.
Michael owns a landscape design business. He averages $1,800 per sale and needs to earn $5,400 per month to break even. Experience tells him that 25% of his potential customers purchase within 30 days. How many potential customers does Michael need to be in contact with at all times at a minimum to break even each month? First, we need to determine how many customers he needs to reach his break-even point. $5,400 divided by $1,800 is 3, so we know that he needs to complete 3 sales to break even. We also know that only 25% of his customers actually purchase each month, so he'll need 4 times as many customers to reach his goal. 3 times 4 is 12, so Michael needs to have a minimum of 12 potential customers at all times to break even each month.
Knowing the sales process is important for any entrepreneur. Let's take a look at how you might be asked to apply your knowledge by starting with something relatively straightforward.
From this list, what is the correct order of the sales process? Be sure to read through each option before beginning. The language used is important. Can you put this particular list in order? Let's walk through this one. First, we need to obtain a list of potential customers. Second, we need to determine, through research, which potential customers to target. Third, we need to contact the potential customers. And fourth, we close the sale. Fifth, we complete the transaction.
Now let's apply the same idea to scenarios.
Angela is starting a home cleaning service and is trying to get customers. She's been contacting numerous potential customers but has only secured 1. She's not sure why she's unable to get more clients more quickly. She's prepared a sales pitch for potential customers, practiced the speech, and prepared to deliver the service if a potential customer becomes an actual customer. Which step in the sales process has she neglected to complete? Angela practiced and prepared, but she doesn't have anyone to actually pitch to. She has neglected to set up the sales meeting. Eli is starting a home painting business and working on landing his first customers. He has several appointments set with customers he's gotten from word-of-mouth marketing. Eli expects to go through several steps in order to secure the sale. From the following options, what is the correct order to secure the sale? With questions like this, it is often helpful to look at the action of each step and then use the details to help refine your response if necessary. So first, Eli needs to determine if the customer needs his service. Second, he needs to consult with the customer. Third, he needs to convince the customer to use his services while keeping step 4, offering an incentive, in his pocket to help close the deal. Finally, Eli needs to ask for referrals. It's the language of the steps themselves that gives you the best clues as to their order.
Regardless of how you're asked to define the sales process, be sure to carefully read the steps or information in the scenario that you're given. Let's look at the ways you might be asked to analyze the cost and benefits of finding customers.
Jimmy's Taco Truck is introducing a new seasonal taco salad. Of the following, which group of customers are most likely to purchase the new offering? Questions like this will take some critical thinking. Customers on a diet or a strict budget will likely not be buying much at Jimmy's. Tourists and employees of local businesses are both plausible. But in this instance, it's the employees of nearby businesses that will be most likely to purchase the new salad. But why? Employees from the nearby businesses are more likely to frequent the taco truck and will be more aware of the changes to the menu than tourists. The tourists who may purchase from Jimmy's are seeing the menu for the first time, and in essence, everything on the menu is a new offering.
How about this one?
Marcy owns a pizzeria and is trying to attract customers from her competitors. Which of these strategies will help her identify customers coming from her competitors? There are really only two plausible answers: asking customers to complete an online survey and accepting competitors' coupons. The other two options don't explicitly identify the new customers. So which is it? If the survey wasn't online but was at the table, then it would be the better answer. But due to the fact that it is an online survey whose address is found on a receipt, the likelihood of it being completed is small. Using competitors' coupons will give her a direct look at who the new customers are. Sure, her regular clientele may also take advantage of the offer, but where they are regulars, she'll know the new customers.
One more.
Michael's landscape design business has expanded to include landscape maintenance, cleanup, and snow removal during the winter months. He has numerous potential customers requesting his services. Which of these customers will generate the highest gross revenue for the next year? Time to break out your abacus. The block of retail businesses will pay quarterly, so 4 times in the next year for a total of $8,000. The condo complex will pay weekly, with 52 weeks in a year. That equals a total of $9,100. The apartment complex pays monthly, so 12 times $500 yields $6,000. And finally, the office suite pays $1,500 times 5 suites annually for a total of $7,500. That makes the condominium complex Michael's most lucrative opportunity.
Anytime you have math involved in the question, be sure to read it carefully. Successful entrepreneurs are not only able to attract customers, but they are able to retain and build a base of customers, as well as developing relationships with repeat customers. The ESB exam will ask you how an entrepreneur might accomplish this.
CarMax Bakery is trying to develop closer relationships with their customers to encourage repeat business. Of the following, which would best accomplish the goal of creating those relationships and encouraging repeat business? One of the keys to getting repeat business, besides offering a quality product, is to remind customers that you are there. Using social media to advertise is a great way to get a message out, but doesn't necessarily build a relationship. If this had been develop an active social media presence that interacts with customers, then it might have been the best option. Two of the remaining options, offering the same products and discounting products, might be good ways to get people in the store, but don't necessarily imply repeat business. The last option, offering a free item monthly for newspaper subscribers, gets people coming back on a regular basis, developing a habit of coming in regularly and a good relationship. JD's Pizza Place offers the best food and service in town, but his prices are slightly higher than his competitors. Recently, one of his competitors began honoring his coupons in an effort to attract new customers. JD wants to increase the number of return customers to his place by reminding them that the quality he offers is worth the price. Which strategy might increase the number of return customers at JD's Pizza Place? Neither remodeling or offering new items would achieve the goal, as those options don't encourage return customers. Lowering prices might bring return customers, but at a potential cost. Offering a free birthday meal would bring customers back and possibly encourage those who come with the birthday celebrant to want to come for their own free birthday dinner. In the past year, Brian's Auto Shops have expanded from servicing business vehicles to servicing any vehicle. He has done well, but wants to retain more customers and build loyalty among his client base to keep them from choosing any of his competitors. Of the following, which 3 options would best retain customers? As with many of the scenarios you'll encounter, careful reading of the scenario and possible answers will help. Right off, we can eliminate the option about a 10% discount for new customers. Brian's scenario is about retaining customers. We can also eliminate purchasing a new computer system and using lower grade parts and supplies. Customers won't care about the computers, and they will care about low grade parts, to the point of driving them away. Of the 4 remaining, 3 are targeted toward offering something to an existing customer. These 3, above decorating the shop lobbies, will help Brian retain customers.
These scenarios do have an element of subjectivity, and if you overthink them, might be confusing. Remember to focus on the information in the scenario and the knowledge you have, and you'll be able to navigate these questions. In the communication section of the exam, you'll be asked to determine the value and methods of communication often used by entrepreneurs, including the web, social media, and other advertising methods. Let's take a look at how these ideas might be presented.
Match the benefits and drawbacks to these marketing types. Be sure to read each possible answer before diving into matching. The first benefit or drawback could apply to newspapers. The second definitely does. The third might apply, as might the fourth, depending on the circumstances. The drawback to the fifth fits, but not the benefit. So, newspapers reach the local community, but have a shrinking audience. How about television? The first and third options are out due to expense. The fourth applies, but not the fifth. Television has a high impact, but it is expensive. That's 2 down. Email is perfectly described by the first and third options, but not the fifth. Let's move to web banners and see if that helps us determine the best for email. The first and third options could apply to web banners, but the fifth fits best due to the limited space drawback. That leaves us with the first and third options for email and social media. Both could be applicable, but applying a little critical thinking, which is more easily ignored? Probably email. So in this instance, email is cost-effective, but ignored, and social media is inexpensive, but requires a continual presence.
The exam may put the benefits or drawbacks of various marketing outlets in the context of a scenario. In any case, careful reading is the key. Let's look at a few scenarios you might encounter.
Isaac has a successful recording studio and wants to personally market his services during a technology conference he's attending. From the following, which communication method best fits Isaac's needs? The scenario states that Isaac is personally looking to market his services, something he can do on the radio, social media, and through networking. However, he wants to do it during a tech conference that he's attending. This makes the choice clear: networking. It is personal and would be the most effective for reaching other conference attendees. Build Your Bod Fitness Center is looking to add new customers from a new housing development near the gym. Of the following, which form of communication would achieve their goal? The first and second options are more likely than either newspaper or radio advertisements to attract new customers. And of those two remaining options, a new member promotion is likely to be more effective than referring a friend, as a reference implies a previous connection to the gym. Chris's ATV repair shop has grown into a successful business. He's looking to offer several promotions to kickstart the upcoming off-road season. Of the following, which communication will reach the largest number of potential customers? Though Chris has been successful, referrals will be limited in the number of people they will reach. Printed flyers are also limited in their reach. A billboard might be seen by a lot of people, but only those on specific roadways. Newspaper ads might reach a number of people, but perhaps not in the correct demographic. So Chris's best option to reach the largest number of potential customers is to advertise his promotions on television.
The scenarios in the communications section of the exam are definitely of the common sense critical thinking variety. Stick to the information given in the scenario, and you'll be able to effectively navigate them.